Hey guys, my name is Billy and I'm Silly and this is Billy the Silly, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Pure Spirit Amber from Gem. This is the only Gem doll I have, mostly because they always sell out of their dolls within like the first week. Also, new camera, so better quality, but I'm not sure how the audio is going to sound, so I apologize in advance if it sounds poopy. I'll get a mic for it eventually. So let's get on to the unboxing. I got her off the secondhand market, and she came with her normal human body and the deer parts. So, get off. There we go. Ooh, she's packaged nice. The original box she came in that was in here before was full of newspaper and everything, so she was really well wrapped. I'm glad about that. Let's start with these. Carefully doing all this. Here's the hoof part. That is huge. That is a huge hoof part. Wow. Here's the hoof parts. They are transparent resin. Well, kind of transparent. These look like they'd be pretty sturdy. She came on strong. I didn't know she was going to come on strong, but I'm not complaining because I'm just glad I got her. Here's the hoof parts that goes on top. Cute, cute. Here's the leg part. Ooh. Ooh, what's that there? I think there's some sort of stain right there. I don't really remember the seller telling me about the stain. And I don't know if you can see it, but very faintly there are two little bubbles. Right there, you can see it. The paint job is chipping, so I'll probably have to send these in to be repainted. And there's a lot of like brown stuff, and there's a lot of chipping on the paint, but I guess it's whatever. She said she was yellowing already, so I guess that means that she's going to have to be, there's seams on here too, so I guess while she's being repainted, you can't really see it, but there's seams on here, right here, and there's a big one right here on the side. I guess while she's being repainted, she can be, her seams can be fixed. Here are her antlers. Oh, she's got a cute little tail. Keep in mind this doll is like bordering on 10 years old, so it's probably not perfect, but I really like this tail, it's cute. But it was hard enough just finding her, so I'm glad to have her. Here's her antlers. These are really pretty, but I think I want to do something with them other than the translucent resin. I'm not sure exactly when this doll came out. I think I looked it up earlier and I just forgot. So she's a little bit yellowed. The seller told me that she was a little bit yellowed in the description of her. Her legs seem to be a bit more yellow than the rest of her. Here are her regular feet she came with. I know how to bleach resin anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal for it turning yellow. Here are her heeled feet. I don't know if I'll be using these human pieces, but while I have them, I figure I'll make use of them. Here are the massive thick thighs for this deer girl. Her name is Jane Doe. Haha, puns. Yeah, there's a seam right there, a little bit of scratching. Yeah, she needs a bath. Let's take a look at these. I like the little fur detail around the edge. That's nice. And here are her hands. They have very slender fingers. I like them. And there's little fur details around the hands. I like it. There's her torso piece. Well, not torso, but middle piece. It's really slender. I like it. I like the little detail here where her belly is. That's a nice back. Look at that butt. Just kidding. Nice back. Everything. Yeah. And now on to the main event, which is the doll herself. Let me take her out. And then, ooh. Oh, there's her papers. There's her papers. She is legit. I'm not a thief. This end. I like the padded bath. Let's get that. I like the padded sleeping bag thing. That's cool. There she is. Oh, she's so freaking cool looking. That's neat. They even come with like their own little padded things. Little hot dogs. That's silly. For a nearly 10-year-old doll, she is pretty good pose. Ah, they're cute! They're cute! Oh, cool, it's attached to that. Already, she still poses really well for a nearly 10-year-old doll. She's so cute, her face. She has her heeled feet on though, so I don't think she can stand right now. But I think I'm gonna exchange this chest piece out with something else because I got two big boobies for the character I'm trying to create, Jane Doe. Oh cool, giant magnets. Cool. But her head is really cute. Can't wait to get her all her stuff. She looks really cute so far. Alright, here she is in her hoof feet. She's posed really like weirdly right now, but that's the only way I could get her to pose in these. They're really like weird. I don't know how to describe it. I don't really know how to describe it other than she like leans forward way too far. Or she leans back way too far, like. But these are her deer hooves. This part right here bends. It bends forward and backward. It's not double jointed or anything. This part is a normal thigh, but it's hard to move because I'm scared she's gonna fall over. This is just a normal single joint, and that's a normal hand. Another thing that was specific to my case, there's two magnets right here. You can see them pretty clearly under there. The person that I bought her from glued in the magnets wrong. She didn't mention it in the sale or anything. I'm not super like mad or anything about it. It's just inconvenient and I wish she'd told me about it. Standard head for dolls, 360 view. I guess I'll review the human parts. Oh yeah, she came with a little tail that attaches to her hip. Let me put it on. Alright, here's her little deer tail that attaches to her hip right here, like just above her butt, which is stained. I don't think it's from what she was wearing, because what she was wearing was bright pink, but here are her deer legs. They're very pretty if they weren't so chipped everywhere. Very chipped. Let me just, there we go. So you can see all the like scratches and chips. There's a horrendous seam line right here. But I think that's more the fault of the company than the seller. Oh yeah, that's a big seam line right there. So I'm focusing on, there we go. Big seam line. I don't blame the seller for much of this. I don't know if they expected me to know that she would have really chipped paint or what, but like, it's pretty. It wasn't advertised or anything. She's gonna need a bath. To string her legs was a little weird because I didn't know how to string a fantasy doll because she's the first fantasy doll I've ever had. So I wasn't super sure. I'm still not sure it's the correct way. Under her hoof right here, I'll pull it up and show you. I put an S hook on the underside to keep it in. There's a little hole on the bottom of each of her hooves for her for the string. I watched another box opening of her, and they said one leg felt taller than the other one. I don't know if I agree fully with that, but it does seem a little off balance. Staining right on the shin. Again, I'm not like, oh, this seller sucks or anything. I'm just saying, please advertise all the faults with your doll before you put it on, because I'm kind of disappointed that I expected a doll that had no staining, that had a good paint job. But this is her. She stands a lot taller with her hoof feet. I don't know if it's the magnet in the antler or the magnet in her head that's glued in wrong, but either way, I'm gonna fix that. Okay, I finally got her to stand. It feels the same way with her regular feet that it does with her deer feet. Like one leg is kind of longer than the other. I had to do that with this leg. This one feels fine. This one keeps trying to collapse. I don't know if it's because of age or what, but I just restrung her. I really, really hate this chest piece. It jumps. It is just so floppy, and I blame these gigantic boobs on it. Let me cover it better. But like, I hate this chest piece so much. It's so hard to get her to stand. I had to adjust her for like 20 minutes just to get her to stand. The chest piece just feels really floppy and not well strung or anything, despite me just restringing her. But I'm going to go over the joints. The head is 360. Here's her knee joint. It's not double jointed or anything. They're both the same. It's strung weird. There we go. So you have to kind of manipulate it if you want it to behave. Feet are regular feet. She sent me 2 heeled feet. And the pair of regulars I have on now. I just switched them out to make sure, to see how well she could stand. Answer not well, because this stupid bust piece keeps flopping around. Hand. Yeah, it's a hand. This is a really weird piece. Like, with a lot of manipulating, I can get it to be double jointed, but a lot of the time it just sticks there. Same 360 scope for that. That's basically the human body. I mean, I still like her. She's pretty. And she actually looks relatively good in the boys' stolen clothes. But my most disappointed one so far, because of just the chest piece, is horrible to deal with. I'm definitely going to switch that out. I have to switch out the magnets in her head. I have to repaint the entire fantasy parts because all the paint is chipped. And here's the other magnet, trying to put it on the other side. See, it just flips around. I don't know if I'm going to contact the seller about this or not. I haven't yet, because I've still been opening her and everything. I really like these fantasy hand parts and everything. They're like my favorite part about it. I like her, but I don't love her the way that I've loved my other dolls so far. Just because she's so, she has so much work that needs to be done on her. A lot of problems that I wasn't aware of until after I already bought her. I'm grateful for all the extra pieces. I mean, I didn't think I was going to get the human body too. But still, if you have something wrong with your doll, like anything at all, just list it when you sell it. because between the backwards magnet and the paint chipping, I think I should get like a little refund. I mean, I paid $900 for this doll and I expected her to be in perfect condition. Maybe I shouldn't have expected that from a nearly 10-year-old doll, but still. I mean, to get her fantasy parts repainted, that's at least $200. So I've spent over at the end of this I will have spent over $1,000 just to have this doll, just the basics down for her. And that's not even counting the face up, which I want to remove and put a new one on. So again, I'm not super mad, like it's just a little thing. I'm not gonna demand a refund. I might just be like, hey, next time you should maybe put a disclaimer saying that the paint's chipped on one of your dolls that you send out before you send it out. Because in the pictures she had up for it, there was no paint chipping, there was no anything really. So I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna have it with perfect paint. And I didn't say any paint chipping on it, so. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Billy and I'm a silly, and this has been Billy's Silly Box Opening for SOOM Amber Pure Spirit Fantasy Doll. Be sure to tune in at the end of the year when I do a doll family review for all of my dolls. They're all in the middle of completion right now, so also make sure to follow Billy's BJDs for updates on these guys. I post on there sometimes, and I would post on there more regularly if people reminded me. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, fave, and sub if you want, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Shut up, Siri. God, nobody likes you.